Hey, what's up, Tyler? This is a quick demo video for you for your TFU2. This is the antique gold edition from Corbanth. So want to go over this with you, just got it done. This is installed with the Proffie V2. It has a 2-button setup. So your front button here will be your activation, and then your back button here will be your auxiliary. I did install this with CCSabers LED pixels. We're going to take your blade plug out so I can show you real quick. This is the blade plug that came with it, so it will be going out with your saber. And then you can see your CCSabers LED pixels in here that light up the blade plug. I also, this is my chassis, so I also put a place in my chassis up here to run a single neopixel that lights up this red jewel, because this red jewel, this screw piece is hollow. So I lit this up for you. It will mimic your blade. It will just show red, obviously, because there's a red jewel there. So it doesn't show too many different colors that well. It just lights up and then mimics the different, like blade lockup and blaster bolts and stuff like that is what you'll get here. To get to everything, what you want to do is open up this handle. This handle has a lot of threads on it, but that's okay. And we're going to spend a little bit of time taking this handle off. And then I'll show you what we got. Almost there. This install is a bit of a cram food job. There's not a whole lot of room in this hilt to run the battery and then put the board on top. So I've got your Proffie board up here. It's a removable battery system. So your battery goes down here. Your spring side will be your negative. You have a detachable speaker. So you have 2 speaker prongs here and no speaker, right? In order to get a 28mm speaker in this guy, it has to only go in the pommel. That's the only room for it, because the rest of the handle is a different diameter. So what I did was put a removable speaker here. This never comes out of the pommel piece. And really, you never need to take this off the handle. I'm taking it off to show you what we got here. That PCB lines up with those 2 prongs in the chassis. And that's how you get sound. So we just leave that on here, tighten that up, and your Proffie, right? So I did use a little bit of glue to glue this board down to the shelf because there was just not very much room at all. As you can see right through it. I had to take the top piece of the chassis out just to fit the battery in the board. I needed that much space. So that's what you've got there. You can still get to your SD card. You can still get to your micro USB connection here and do everything you need to do. And the board never needs to move for that. That's why this chassis the piece is backed up all the way to back here. So let's throw a battery in it. Got one in my pocket. So when we put the battery in, negative side to the spring, of course you're not going to hear anything, right? Because we don't have the speaker on it. So we're going to take this handle, put it on. It is a snug fit, but everything goes. And then we'll just screw it on. Like I said, there's a lot of threads on this guy. A lot. So you can turn it on with the switches, but if you don't want to do that, I'll also give you motion controls. See, your LEDs are lighting up like they should. Your red greeblies lighting up. Very loud. Then we can twist off. Now, if we didn't want to do that, you could just hit the activation button. And tap it again to turn it off. This does take a 1-inch blade, a 1-inch neopixel blade, so we're going to throw that in. And then also we're going to use your blade retention screw. And I'll show you where that's at here. Forgot to show you. Your blade retention screw is right in here. So that's what you'll want to use to tighten in your blade. And then activation. Now you do have battle mode on here. So as you can see, when you hit the blade and you stay in one spot, you get blade lock up. You see it like that. And then when you pull away from it, it disengages. We'll get twist off, and then when the blade is off, just hit auxiliary to rotate to your next sound font. These are the stock fonts.
Smooth Jedi. Smooth, smooth. Team C. Smooth, smooth, smooth.
Just tap in the auxiliary.
Team C. Smooth. Inquisitorious.
She likes her souvenirs.
Blade lock up.
Come back here.
They're pod racing on Alistair. Very fast, very dangerous.
Put this on here. This is the Bunta Champ. I just like this one. Dark Jedi. This is by my buddy Preston over at Syndicate Sound Fonts. Blade locked up. Twist off. Just like that. So we'll take the blade out of here. As you can see, everything's working like it should. Everything's just a really tight fit, right? That's all it is. So to get this battery out, we'll just go in reverse of what we did before. With the threads, right? That's fine. When you take this handle off, there are 2 grub screws in these threads, and they're your chassis retentions. So you don't want to mess with those at all. You've got one right here, underneath there, and then you've got another one right here. Both of those are what's holding in your chassis, so just leave those alone. To take the battery out, you can just come up from the positive side and pull it right out with your finger. And that's pretty much it. And we'll take this and put it back on for safekeeping. That's pretty much everything on your Saber. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, this will go out in the mail to you tomorrow morning. Thanks.